if you feel like you're getting to a point where you've tried a lot of different stuff and you're not really seeing any more improvement,
Yeah.
it's probably a good idea
Take
to
a
move
break.
on to the next one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you really will start to get burned out on it. Or it's also a nice kind of indicator that, because I mean, you're not going to get bored if you keep making changes and keep getting improved, like improving, right? That's really exciting. I would not get bored in that. Like, oh, I keep making these changes and it just keeps getting so much better and I'm so bored. Like, no, that's not going to happen.
I'm so bored with my sales.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not going to have time to be bored if you keep making improvements.
Yeah.
Well, making improvements that actually show results. So if you get to a point, you're like, well, I made these changes and it improved, and now I don't know what else to do to make it improve more. I'm trying these other things, but it's kind of staying the same. Then move on. And
Yeah.
maybe when you're working on another one, you'll come up with other ideas that you can go back to. But sometimes you just have to shift gears.
Yeah, that's a good point too. With sometimes all it takes is stepping away from something for a while to come up with some really good ideas for it too. You hear a lot about people that come up with ideas in the shower, there's probably
Right?
some truth to that. It's because they stepped away from the problem to go bathe themselves, which is kind of a good thing to do in general. But, it could be a good opportunity to come up with some ideas and kind of just give your brain a break for a little bit. But all right, besides getting bored, how else would you know you're done with your SEO on a listing?
I mean, really along those lines, the things I talked about are my ideas anyway, that once you stop seeing improvements to it, once
Yeah.
you've kind of tried these different things that you thought would work, and whether or not they did work, the ones that don't, be like, okay, now I know these ones didn't work for me. These ones did. I got the results I was looking for, or maybe not all the way, but stopped seeing big enough improvements here. It's time to move on to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
definitely
it's kind
think
of like
that I would say, yeah, the two main times honestly would be when you're satisfied with how it's performing, like you're saying, or when you're frustrated by working on SEO for that listing, and taking a break from it, whether or not, let's say you're satisfied with how it's doing. Okay, I'm done with it for a while, right? Let's say I'm frustrated by it. I'm also done with it for a while. When you come back to it, because, we always come back to things and you want to come back to something every now and then because the landscape changes, the market changes,
yes.
different trends are going to come into play and stuff like that. And you might find that it's easier to find keywords as soon as something else hits that wasn't even around before. It wasn't on anybody's radar. Something else starts to happen and it makes it easy to tackle the SEO on that listing.